My beloved child, this is not just another message. This is your final warning. I, the Lord your God, am reaching for your heart with urgency. Within the next few minutes, the heavens will speak, and what you choose to do with this word will either open the gates of glory or seal them forever. Do not scroll away. Do not harden your heart. For if you ignore this message, you will walk away from your divine destiny, and the doors you once hoped would open will remain shut for eternity. This is your moment. This is your last chance, my child. I have seen every tear you have cried in silence. I have felt every ache that weighed down your chest in the stillness of the night. I have watched you wrestle with fears, regrets, and doubts that no one else sees. You thought no one noticed, but I noticed. You thought no one cared, but I cared. I carried you when you were too weary to take another step. I shielded you from dangers you did not even know were surrounding you. My love for you has never weakened, and even now, it burns with a fire that will never die. But my child, love also warns. Love does not stay quiet when danger is near. And danger is near. The door of grace that has remained open is beginning to close, and I cannot let you wander without warning you of what is at stake. I am here to tell you that this message is your turning point. You are standing on the edge of eternity, and your choice now will echo forever. I am reaching out with both mercy and urgency. I long to hold you, to heal you, to restore you. But if you turn away from my voice today, you may never feel this invitation again. Hear me, my beloved. This is your moment. Do not walk away. Hear my voice as I speak directly to your heart. For so long you have carried the weight of believing you were overlooked, forgotten, and abandoned. There were nights when you laid your head down, and your tears soaked the pillow because you thought no one noticed, no one cared, and no one would ever come to rescue you. You whispered prayers that seemed to fall into silence, and you convinced yourself that perhaps I, your God, had turned my face away. But I tell you now with love and truth, I never left you. You were never forgotten, not for a single moment. My eyes have been fixed on you since the very beginning, and my heart has never stopped beating for you. I remember every sigh you released when the weight of life felt unbearable. I remember when you looked around for comfort and found none, when the people you trusted most walked away or betrayed you, leaving you with wounds that no one else could see. My child, I was there. Even when it felt like you were standing in darkness with no hand to hold, my hand was stretched out, steady, strong, and present. You thought the silence meant I was not listening, but in truth, I was working in ways you could not yet see. I was planting seeds of hope in the soil of your pain, seeds that are now ready to grow. Do not believe the lie that I abandoned you, for I have carried you through every valley, even the ones you thought you walked alone. You have asked me again and again, Lord, why do you not hear me? Why does it feel like you are far away? And I tell you this, the distance you felt was not because I left you, but because I was drawing you closer. I allowed you to experience moments of stillness so that your spirit would search for me with a deeper hunger, a hunger that no earthly thing could satisfy. For I long just for your word above for your heart. And in your brokenness, in your loneliness, I have found room to pour out a greater measure of my love upon you. You may not have realized it, but even in those quiet moments of despair, I was holding you closer than ever before. Right, I am nothing without you. Lord, if He's your strength, do you not see, my beloved, that your tears were not wasted? Every tear that fell was collected by my hands. Every cry that rose from your chest was heard in the courts of heaven. The world may have ignored your pain, but I did not. I recorded every moment, and I promise you, not 1 ounce of your suffering will go without meaning. The pain that once threatened to destroy you has been transformed into strength, and the wounds that bled so deeply will one day be testimonies of my healing power. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are written on the very palm of my hand, and no force in heaven or earth can erase you from my remembrance. I know how heavy the burden of loneliness hath been for you. I have watched you sit in crowded rooms and still feel unseen, overlooked, as though no one truly knows the depths of who you are. But I know you. I see you beyond what others can see. I see the child within you who longs to be loved without condition, who yearns for someone to stay, someone to choose you without hesitation. My child, that someone is me. I chose you before the foundations of the earth. I called you mine before you ever drew your first breath. And no matter what the world has said about you, no matter who has rejected you, I have never rejected you. My love for you is steadfast, unwavering, and eternal. You may believe that your failures and mistakes have caused me to turn away, but I tell you now, nothing you have done has ever made me stop loving you. I saw every wrong turn, every stumble, every choice you regret, and still my arms remained open. My mercy is greater than your failures, and my forgiveness is deeper than your shame. You thought your sins disqualified you from my presence, but in truth, they only drew me closer to you, because I came not for the perfect, but for the broken. I came to heal, to restore, and to lift those who thought they could never rise again. And that includes you, my precious one. When you felt invisible, I was standing near, whispering your name. When you believed your prayers were lost in the wind, I was answering in ways that time would reveal. When you wondered if life would ever change, I was already preparing doors that no man could shut. The enemy has worked tirelessly to convince you that you are forgotten. But hear me. You are treasured, you are remembered, and you are endlessly loved. Do not believe the lies of the enemy, for he seeks only to drown you in despair. Believe my voice, for I am truth, and my truth says you are chosen, you are seen, and you are mine. I know the betrayal you suffered cut deeply, leaving scars you thought would never heal. Those who promised to stand with you walked away when the road grew difficult. Those who spoke words of love turned their backs when you needed them most. I know the sting of rejection has haunted you, whispering that you are unworthy of love. But I want you to look at my cross, my child. Look at the price I paid. That price was not paid for someone worthless, it was paid for you, because you are worth everything to me. I endured rejection, betrayal, and abandonment so that you would know you are never truly alone. The world may walk away, but I will never walk away. I am the faithful one, the friend who never leaves, the shepherd who carries his sheep when they can no longer walk. Lift your eyes, my beloved, and see that I have always been near. The nights you thought would destroy you, I carried you through. The days when you had no strength to go on, I was the strength within you. The prayers you thought were unanswered are about to blossom into miracles before your eyes. You are not forgotten, and you never were. I have been with you from the very beginning, and I will be with you until the end of time. You are mine, and nothing, no pain, no sin, no fear, no failure will ever change the truth. So, my child, hear me now with open heart. The enemy has tried to bury you in silence, in loneliness, in lies, But I, your Savior, declare today that you are remembered, you are loved, and you are chosen. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of a new chapter. Step into my love without fear. Rest in my presence without shame. You are not forgotten, you are forever held in my arms. Listen closely to what I am saying now, for this part of my message carries a weight that cannot be ignored. I have spoken to you in many ways, through whispers in your heart, through sudden moments of peace, through closed doors that protected you, and through opportunities that seemed to appear out of nowhere. I have sent people into your life with words of encouragement. I have given you dreams that stirred your spirit, and I have placed signs along your path that pointed you back to me. Yet there were times you dismissed them, times you said, "Perhaps it is just coincidence, perhaps it is my imagination." But I tell you now, none of those moments were random. They were my voice, my signals, my divine fingerprints, gently guiding you back to where you belong. The danger is not that I stopped speaking, but that you stopped noticing. There is a great danger in ignoring the signs I have placed before you. Every time you brush aside the tug on your heart, every time you silence the conviction in your spirit, every time you explain away the nudge to turn back to me, your heart grows a little harder, and your ears grow a little more deaf to my voice. It does not happen suddenly, but little by little. What once felt sharp becomes dull. What once stirred you to tears becomes easy to overlook. And before long, my beloved, a heart that was once tender can become distant, unable to sense the very signs I continue to send. That is the danger the enemy wants for you, that you would grow so used to ignoring me that you no longer recognize when I am speaking at all. Your support means a lot to us. Our purpose is to bring joy to your heart and encourage devotion to God. If you wish to help, you may do so via the Super Thanks button down below. Do you not remember the times you prayed and asked for a sign? Lord, show me that you are with me. Lord, prove that you hear me. And I answered. I gave you moments of peace in the middle of storms. I sent a word through a stranger at the exact moment you needed it. I kept you alive when circumstances should have destroyed you. Yet how quickly you moved on, forgetting that those moments were holy. My child, do not be like those who begged for a sign but closed their eyes when it came. The Pharisees asked for signs while standing face to face with me, the very Son of God, yet they refused to believe. Do not repeat their error. Do not harden your heart. Every divine sign carries with it an invitation. When I nudge you to pray, it is not only to hear your words, but to draw you deeper into my presence. When I stir you to forgive, it is not to take something from you, but to free you from the chains of bitterness. When I give you a dream, it is not to tease you with what could be, but to show you the future I have prepared for you if only you will walk with me. But when you ignore these invitations, you are not simply ignoring a thought, you are ignoring me. You are closing the door to blessings that were meant for you. The enemy delights when you disregard my signs, for he knows each ignored prompting keeps you further from your destiny. He whispers lies to convince you that my warnings are unimportant, that you can wait, that you have more time. But, my child, hear me now. Time is not guaranteed. Every moment is precious, every opportunity sacred. The door of mercy does not stay open forever. Those who ignored the signs in Noah's day scoffed until the rain began to fall, and then the ark door was shut. Do not let that be your story. Do not ignore the signs until it is too late, until the door is closed and regret is all that remains. You may say, "But Lord, I was afraid to move. I was unsure if it was really you." My child, I understand your fear, but I tell you this: my sheep know my voice. You have felt my presence before. You have recognized the peace that comes when I speak. That peace is your confirmation. Do not let fear rob you of obedience. Do not let doubt chain you to inaction. For delayed obedience is still disobedience, and every time you delay, the blessing prepared for you may slip away. I have given you signs not to confuse you, but to guide you. Like a loving father leading his child home, I have placed markers along the way so you would not lose your path. But if you cover your eyes, if you refuse to follow, you will wander into places that were never meant for you, and there the enemy waits with snares and traps. This is why I speak with urgency. This is why I call to you again and again. Because I see what lies ahead, and I long to keep you safe. You have asked me, "Lord, why do you keep warning me? Why do you keep repeating the same message?" It is because I love you. Because I cannot bear to see you miss what I have prepared. Because I know the cost of ignoring my signs is far too great for you to carry. A closed door in eternity is irreversible. Once the door of heaven shuts, it will never open again. This is why I plead with you now. Take seriously what I am showing you. Do not dismiss the conviction you feel in your spirit as mere emotion. It is my spirit knocking, pressing, urging you to act. My beloved child, the danger of ignoring my divine signs is that you risk losing what was meant for you all along. Blessings meant for your hands may pass to another. Miracles you longed for may be delayed because you refused to step forward when I opened the way. Relationships that could have been healed may remain broken because you ignored my call to forgive. Do not let the enemy steal what I am giving. Do not trade eternal reward for temporary comfort. I am speaking to you now with love but also with holy urgency. You are standing at a crossroads, and your choice today matters. Will you ignore my voice yet again, or will you open your heart and respond? I do not force myself upon you. I will not break down the door of your will. I stand and knock, but the handle is in your hand. Open, my beloved. Hear and respond. For every time you listen, every time you act on my signs, you draw nearer to your destiny, and the door of heaven swings wider for you. I must uncover what the enemy has been doing in your life. You wonder why your steps have felt heavy, why your heart often drifts, why your prayers seem delayed. It is not because I have abandoned you, nor because I do not care. It is because there is an adversary who works in shadows, who whispers lies, who seeks to pull you from my presence and keep you from receiving what I have prepared for you. His greatest weapon is not always destruction, but distraction. His most subtle victory is not always in what he takes away, but in how he delays you. The enemy knows that if he cannot destroy you outright, he will settle for keeping you from moving forward. He knows he cannot erase my plans for you, so instead he tries to cloud your vision and slow your steps until you give up on your destiny yourself. He plants thoughts of tomorrow in your mind, telling you there is always more time to pray, more time to repent, more time to forgive, more time to follow me. But I tell you, beloved, this is his most dangerous lie. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. Every moment matters. Every choice carries weight. And when you believe the lie of delay, you walk willingly into his snare. Have you noticed how quickly distractions rise the moment you choose to draw near to me? You open your heart to pray, and suddenly your mind fills with noise. You try to read my word, and the world interrupts with endless demands. You long to sit quietly with me, but worries, phones, voices, and responsibilities crowd in. My child, this is not coincidence. This is a strategy. The enemy fears your closeness to me because he knows that in my presence you find strength, healing, clarity, and victory. So he works tirelessly to keep you occupied, restless, and weary. If he can fill your days with noise, he knows you will not hear my whisper. Comment Jesus, be my defender if you trust his protection. He distracts you with fear, making you focus on problems instead of promises. He distracts you with comparison, making you feel small next to others instead of seeing the greatness I placed in you. He distracts you with shame, replaying your mistakes so loudly that you forget my forgiveness. He distracts you with busyness, filling your schedule until there is no room for me, convincing you that if you are productive, you are fulfilled even as your spirit grows empty. These are not small things, beloved. They are carefully designed chains to keep you bound in delay. But hear me, you were not created to live in distraction or delay. You were created to walk boldly in purpose. You were created to shine as a light, not stumble in confusion. You were created to hear my voice clearly, not drown in the enemy's noise. That is why I am exposing his strategy now, so you will no longer be blind to his schemes. My word says that the enemy prowls like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. But you are not helpless prey. You are my child, covered in my blood, and when you resist him in faith, he must flee. Do you see how the enemy has tried to weave delay into your story? He made you believe you were not ready, that you must wait for the perfect moment. He told you that one more compromise would not hurt, that one more day of hesitation would make no difference. But every delayed obedience became an open door for him to creep in. Every postponed step became another chain around your destiny. Yet I say to you now, break free. No longer allow the enemy to use delay as a weapon against your life. Consider this. How many blessings have you longed for, yet they seem so far away? How many prayers have you prayed, yet the answers feel delayed? My child, some delays are divine, for I work in my timing. But many delays are not from me, they are traps of the enemy, who convinces you to stand still when I already told you to move forward. He convinces you to keep silent when I already gave you words to speak. He convinces you to stay in bondage when I already opened the prison door. His strategy is to make you live as though you were still bound, even when I have already declared you free. The enemy also uses delay to drain your hope. He whispers, "It will never happen. It's too late. Your chance has passed." He wants you to stop expecting, to stop believing, to stop praying. For he knows that a weary heart becomes an easy target. But I tell you, beloved, do not let him steal your hope. Delay is not denial. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass if you remain steadfast in faith. The enemy cannot cancel what I have decreed. He can only distract you until you walk away from it yourself. The greatest danger of distraction and delay is not just in what you miss today, but in what you risk forever. When Noah built the ark, I gave warning after warning, but the people delayed. They left, they mocked, they said, "We have time." But when the rain began to fall and the door was shut, it was too late. My child, I speak this not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Do not live as though you have endless time. The door of heaven does not stay open forever. The enemy's lie of later has trapped countless souls, and I do not want that for you. I am calling you to rise above distraction, to silence the lies of delay, and to return fully to me. Fix your eyes on me, not the noise around you. Give me your first moments, not your leftover time. Let my word anchor your heart when fear tries to pull you away. Do not let the enemy trick you into believing you must wait for a better day, a better moment, or a better version of yourself. You are loved now. You are called now. You are chosen now. My beloved child, I am with you, even in the midst of distraction. I am here, cutting through the noise with my truth. I am here, breaking the chains of delay with my power. But you must choose to listen, to act, to obey. Do not give the enemy what he wants by hesitating. Step forward in faith, and you will see the plans I have for you unfold. Remember this: distraction is the enemy's tool, but focus is your weapon. Delay is his trap, but obedience is your key. Walk with me, trust me, follow my signs without hesitation, and you will overcome every scheme set against you. The enemy cannot hold you if you stay near to me. Rise now, my beloved, and let nothing distract you from the destiny I placed in your hands. I am about to uncover what you have carried in silence. I do not reveal these things to shame you, but to heal you. I am the one who sees behind the smile you wear, behind the words you speak, behind the walls you build to protect yourself. I see what others cannot see. I see the battles fought within your mind, the struggles that keep you awake at night, the fears that rise when no one else is near. I see the places where you feel weak, ashamed, or unworthy, and I want you to know that I do not turn away from them. Instead, I step into them with love, with light, and with truth. You have carried the weight of fear for too long. You're a failure. You're being alone. You're not being enough. This fear has whispered that your future is uncertain, that your prayers will remain unanswered, that your efforts will always fall short. But I, the Lord, say to you now, fear is not your master. Fear has no claim on you, for I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Every time fear rises to paralyze you, remember that my presence is stronger. I am with you, and where I am, fear cannot remain. I also see the shame you have carried, the guilt of past mistakes that plays over and over in your thoughts like a broken song. You have asked yourself if I could ever truly forgive you, if I could ever wash away the stains of your choices. You try to move forward, but shame drags you back into memories that were never meant to define you. My beloved, hear me clearly. I have already forgiven you. The cross was the full payment for every sin. The blood I shed was enough. Stop rehearsing what I have already erased. You are not the sum of your failures. You are my child, cleansed and made new by my sacrifice. Let go of shame, for it no longer belongs to you. I know, too, the battle of loneliness that lives deep within your soul. Even when surrounded by people, you have felt unseen, unknown, and unloved. You wonder if anyone could truly understand you, if anyone could hold the depth of your heart without judgment or rejection. And I tell you, I understand you fully. I know every thought before it forms, every desire before it takes shape. I have numbered every hair on your head and written every day of your life in my book. You are not invisible to me. You are precious, cherished, and chosen. When others overlooked you, I never did. When others left, I stayed. When others wounded you, I gathered your brokenness and held you close. There is also the battle of comparison, where you look at others and feel you fall short. You see their success, their strength, their joy, and you think, why not me? Why am I always behind? My child, this battle has stolen your peace and blinded you to the gifts I have placed within you. Do you not know that I formed you with care, with intention, with purpose unique to you alone? You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are exactly where I knew you would be, and I am still leading you forward. Stop measuring yourself against others. Their journey is not yours. Your path is written by my hand, and I will complete the good work I began in you. I see the heaviness of betrayal in your heart, the wound left by those you trusted most, the sting of their words, the emptiness of their absence, the confusion of their actions. It still lingers in you. You replay their betrayal, and each time the wound deepens. But my child, I know this pain intimately. I was betrayed with a kiss by one I called friend. I was denied by one who swore he loved me. I was abandoned by those who walked with me. I know the sting of betrayal, and I carried it to the cross with me. Give me this wound and let me heal it. Forgive as I forgave, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. I see the exhaustion of your spirit. You have fought battles that no one else knows about, battles in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul. You have smiled when you felt broken, encouraged others while secretly collapsing inside. You have asked, Lord, how much longer can I keep going? And I answer you now, not by your strength, but by mine. You were never meant to carry this weight alone. Cast your burdens upon me, for I care for you. Lean into my strength, and you will find rest. Let me fight for you, and you will see victory that does not depend on your effort but on my power. My beloved, I expose these inner battles not to condemn you but to free you. The enemy thrives in secrecy. He wants you to hide your pain, to bury your struggles, to keep silent in your suffering. But I am shining my light into the darkest corners of your soul. I am saying to you now, you are not alone in these battles. I am with you, I am for you, and I am fighting beside you. The wounds you thought were too deep, I will heal. The fears you thought were too strong, I will break. The shame you thought was permanent, I will erase. The loneliness you thought would never end, I will fill with my presence. Take Father, you'd know my heart if you long for His presence. Take courage, my child. What hath been hidden is now revealed, and what is revealed can now be healed. Bring these battles to me, surrender them into my hands, and watch how I turn them into testimonies of my love and my power. You are not defined by your battles. You are defined by my victory. You are not a prisoner of your struggles. You are a child of the King, redeemed, restored, and renewed. So hear me now, you not hide anymore. Do not carry these battles in silence. Lay them at my feet, and I will give you peace. You have been seen, you have been heard, and you have been chosen. Nothing you have faced has been wasted. Every tear, every struggle, every battle will be woven into a story of triumph in my hands. You are mine, and I will never let go of you. I want you to know that even when you cannot see it, there is a battle raging all around you. It is not a battle of flesh and blood, not one you can touch with your hands or measure with your eyes, but it is more real than anything in the physical world. The unseen realm is alive with activity, with forces of darkness that seek to destroy you and armies of light that are sent to protect you. Every prayer you have whispered, every tear you have cried, Every cry of your heart has stirred heaven to move on your behalf. While you have thought that nothing was happening, I was already sending angels to fight for you. Do you understand, my beloved, that you are never alone? When the night feels suffocating, when fear presses against you, when thoughts of despair cloud your mind, there are angels surrounding you. They are not far away. They are near, positioned at my command, standing guard over you. Some of the accidents you avoided were not mere chance, they were angels blocking danger. Some of the battles you survived were not because of your strength, but because I dispatched warriors from heaven to shield you. My angels move with swiftness and power, and they do not sleep. They carry out my commands day and night, ensuring that you are covered even when you are unaware. You see only the natural, but I see the spiritual. I see the arrows of the enemy aimed at you, the traps he sets in secret, the schemes he plots in darkness. And before those arrows ever reach you, I have already sent my angels to deflect them. Before those traps can ensnare you, I have already provided a way of escape. When you thought you were walking alone in valleys of danger, you were surrounded by legions of light. When you felt the atmosphere heavy with darkness, my presence filled the space, and my angels were stationed like walls of fire around you. My child, there have been wars fought over your destiny that you never saw. The enemy tried to steal your life in moments you cannot remember, but I stepped in. He tried to confuse your mind, to drown you in hopelessness, but I placed angels to minister peace when despair came. He tried to snatch away promises I gave you, but my messengers held the line. You wonder why you are still standing, why you survived storms that should have destroyed you. This is why. Because you are not just anyone, you are mine. And those who are mine are guarded with heaven's armies. There are angels who war and angels who minister. Some are sent to fight battles in the unseen, to push back the forces of darkness that surround you. Others are sent to comfort you, to bring peace into your weary soul. When you suddenly feel strength you cannot explain, that is my spirit moving with angels at your side. When you feel a strange calm settle in the middle of chaos, it is because heaven has drawn near. When you sense a stirring in your heart that makes you lift your head again, that is the work of my messengers ministering hope to you. Show your faith today, type Amen, and share to declare God's glory.